Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Extreme Mage coming back at you guys with another video. This time is also going to be about a tropical storm currently affecting the United States right now. It's Tropical Storm Henri. Currently, it's a tropical storm. It used to be a Category 1 hurricane. Right now, has sustained winds of around 70 miles an hour. Before it was around 75. If you don't know, the threshold is, I'm pretty sure, 72 miles an hour and above in order to be classified as a hurricane. It seems like the explanation for, or one of the explanations for this in the intensification is because it ended up hitting colder waters before making landfall, and because these storms thrive off of moisture. Once you go into colder waters, it ends up getting less moisture, which in turn ends up weakening the storm. So let's see the current track. The current track seems to be either hitting Long Island, that's the easternmost tip of Long Island, or Connecticut, or Rhode Island. So it's going to be making landfall in one of those locations. It's definitely going to be going over Rhode Island and Connecticut for sure. It's going to be staying around the New England area for a couple of days. So I'll say 2 to 3 days before it ends up making its way completely off into the Atlantic Ocean. As you can see here, there's multiple storm surge warnings and watches as well. So people who, if you're on the coast, there's potential for between 1 to 5 feet of storm surge, as you can see here. So along the coast of Connecticut and Rhode Island, it's going to be around 3 to 5 feet of potential storm surge, and possibly parts of northern Long Island as well will have that same amount of potential storm surge. Other parts of Long Island will be receiving 2 to 4 foot of storm surge. Also around Massachusetts as well will be receiving the same amount. Let's see. So it seems like it's also going to be a lot of rain. So there's definitely flood watches and also flood warnings and flash flood warnings as well. Right now you can see currently in those Long Island, parts of New Jersey, Connecticut, Rhode Island, and parts of southern Massachusetts currently have tropical storm warnings in place. And if you look at the map right now, it's a pretty relatively big storm, you could say, compared to some of the size of some of these states. As you can see, this is Rhode Island, this is Connecticut, and this is Long Island, and this is essentially the storm per se. This is around the center of the storm. It's going to be going this direction, and it's going to end up heading out. Let's see. It's going to end up heading out towards this area. I'm pretty sure that's Vermont and New Hampshire. And then it's going to make its way through Maine and out into the Atlantic Ocean, as you could see in the tracking data right here. So it's gonna turn into a tropical depression once it ends up making landfall for sure. I don't know exactly at what time it will be turning into a tropical depression, but that's usually what happens whenever these storms end up making landfall. And you can see that currently it's affecting pretty much the northeastern region. It was probably affecting places like Virginia and Maryland and Delaware a couple of days ago, but now it's affecting parts of Pennsylvania, northern New Jersey, southern New York, Long Island, Connecticut, Rhode Island and parts of Massachusetts, as you can see, a band of the storm right now. So that's pretty much all the analysis I have right now. This is a beautiful, some beautiful satellite imagery of the storm when it was a tropical, well, not a tropical storm, but a hurricane before right now. And it's actually the track of the storm is pretty interesting. Let me see if I can find it. Well, let's go into wind history. Actually, hold on. The warning. There you go. So it was east of Bermuda and made its way south. So it pretty much went around Bermuda. It went towards the east coast. So it went westwards, and then it ended up going north. And it was a pretty interesting trajectory because I didn't expect it to make this this weird route, just to end up hitting the northeast like that. But hurricanes are weird things. Another interesting development seems to be that so Tropical Storm Grace, it was going over Mexico. As you know, Mexico is a pretty mountainous area, so it ended up just completely breaking up, well, to a certain extent, breaking up the tropical storm and then tropical depression. But right now, the remnants of Grace are currently over the sea, so it's highly likely that it's gonna turn back into a hurricane, or at least into a tropical storm or tropical depression, and it's probably just gonna make its way across the Pacific if unimpeded. So yeah, that's pretty much all of the analysis. Thank you very much for watching the video, and have a nice one.